On this Mother's Day, it really is the perfect time to remind you that Race for the Cure is just a few weeks away. There are thousands of stories every year to share. And tonight we're learning the story of Michelle and her daughter, Amanda. Thank you two for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you very much.
And we were just talking before the segment here, and you guys are not only walking in this race, but you guys are also on the committee.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what that entails.
For us, it was because of my diagnosis. We wanted to become more involved in it. It means a lot to me and us personally. So really, it's just putting the race together, getting all the details. It's a big underdoing, so it's a lot of work.
And a huge congrats to you. You're a 2-year survivor now.
Yes.
Would you mind sharing a little bit about your personal story?
Oh, not at all. I was diagnosed in July 2011. And because of the size of my tumor, I had to have a mastectomy, so my right breast. And from there, I went into chemotherapy, and I had 6 months of chemotherapy. And of course, that really takes a toll on your body. So I, end up in the hospital a few times. Your white blood cell count is low, and your immune system isn't where it's supposed to be. So you have to be very careful. So I made it through that, and just trying to get stronger every day.
And tell me from a daughter's perspective, what was that like to sort of process a mother's diagnosis?
It was definitely one of the worst moments of my life, probably. At the time, I was living out of state, so I wasn't even around, and that was really hard. But I think she told me on Friday, and I think by Monday I made up my mind I was moving back to Madison. If she was going to go through this, I wanted to be there with her. So.
Yeah.
That is so important.
Yeah.
Don't you dare cry on me now.
Not going to.
This is a race that I have run for several years as well. My mother is a longtime survivor. I would encourage everyone to come out and do this.
Definitely.
Try and describe to people that feeling of when you are just surrounded by all the survivors, all the participants.
Oh,
it's incredible, isn't it?
I think one of the neatest things is part of John Nolan is closed off, and you just see this wave of pink, and it's just. You just see all the people that it affects, and the support systems. It's amazing.
It's a fun day.
Exactly.
It's a fun day. There's a lot of people, and people are celebrating. So it is a lot of fun.
That's a really good point. You might think it might be heavy, but it really is a lot about celebration.
You're remembering the ones that we may have lost, and then the ones that are continuing to fight. And so it's just a great, last year's race was my first race as a survivor. So I can speak to that now and say how much it meant to me to be there as a survivor. So I think everybody appreciates when the thousands of people come to support their loved ones.
And real quickly, if there's somebody who's watching this and may not have this sort of personal connection to breast cancer or the race, what would you tell someone who might still be on the fence about getting out to go enjoy the race?
For me, I think there's so many people that have it, and there's so many different types of breast cancer. So research is very important. So I think for that reason alone, they can find out so much information with all the research. The Komen grants that we have right here in our backyard. There's 2 Komen grants at UW, national grants, that are doing research. So for me, that's a big thing. And to help the people who can't help have help themselves. So that's huge as well.
Well, thank you, ladies, for being here and for sharing your story. And
thank
hopefully
you.
we'll see you on June 1st.
Yes,
to
you
get
will.
all the race details, you can head to Channel 3000 Facebook page, but there it is, the 16th annual Race for the Cure, Saturday, June 1st at Willow Island. And again, we've posted a link on our Channel 3000 Facebook page. And still ahead tonight, the rest of our Mother's Day forecast is coming up next with Karen Swanson.